Thank you very much and good evening, everyone. Oh my goodness. Good evening, everyone. It's much better here. Look, just because the former vice president is in the room, we can relax, all right? He's the former vice president. Just simmer down, okay? Thank you, Mr. Nee, for your leadership. Really honored to be here with you all this evening as we recognize and celebrate the strong ties and the cooperation between Chicago and China. I do want to thank again Mr. Nee for his steadfast leadership and partnership between our respective communities. And then, of course, to our U.S. Ambassador, Nicholas, to our China Burns, as well as our China Ambassador to the U.S., Shi Feng, and of course to the Director, Li Yo Min Chi Yang of China Investment Promotion Agency, and of course to our Vice President. And I will like to say, Mr. Vice President, we do appreciate you and you being here. And despite sometimes our ideological conclusions that might keep us apart, there's one thing that will always bind us, and that is the protection of this democracy. So thank you for common sense leadership. I'm going to try this, and our democracy should always trump our ideology. Okay, all right. This is a really tough crowd tonight. I'm trying my best here. I'm going to put Mayor Daley back in charge for a couple of minutes. Mayor Richard M. Daley is here tonight too, ladies and gentlemen. Please give him a nice round of applause. Must be tough when you get picked on by 3 different mayors. You're a pretty strong human being if you can outlive. Well, thank you, Richard M. Daley, for your leadership. But really to the Chinese business community for their contributions to the city of Chicago as it relates to economic development. Your commitment to investing in Chicago has helped create jobs and foster economic growth throughout all of our 77 communities. And just last year, I had the privilege of issuing a proclamation establishing November 20th, 2023 as CGCC Chicago Impact Day. And this proclamation highlighted and celebrated the investments and contributions of CGCC in the city of Chicago. And today we are celebrating yet another major milestone in our continued partnership with the signing of the Chicago Public Schools Memorandum of Understanding and Educational Partnership between Wancheng American Corporation and Chicago Public Schools. As a former public school teacher, it is important that we continue to invest in our young people. That is the strength of our democracy, is our public institutions. And this agreement allows Chicago Public School high school students the opportunity to participate in a summer study abroad program in China where they can immerse themselves in the language, the history, the traditions, and culture of China. This initiative will not only provide students with a unique educational experience, but it will further strengthen the bond between Chicago and China for generations to come. In fact, China is the only country that Chicago has 2 sister cities, Shanghai and Shenyang. And next year, we will celebrate together 40 years of sister cities between both of our cities. 40 years, congratulations. This is really a testament of our strong relationships. It shows the importance of continuing to strengthen our relationships. And we're seeing that leadership manifest here in the state of Illinois, throughout Chicago, where we have more Asian American who are now elected to office. In fact, I do want to give a special shout out to State Representative Teresa Ma, who is truly a groundbreaking elected official in our Asian community. So I encourage and invite more Chinese companies to explore the many opportunities in the greatest city in the world. As many can attest that are here today, you will find out that Chicago offers supportive environment-ready help companies that can find success, that can ultimately thrive in our city. We have one of the most diverse economies in the world, where not one single industry captures more than 14% of the overall GDP. Whether it's our top universities, our top talent, the fact that 20% of the world's fresh water is right here in our front yard, this is the place to invest in. So I look forward to more cooperation with China in the realms of culture, education, and tourism. This will not only enrich our communities, but it will also strengthen our mutual understanding and respect for one another. As global residents of this planet, it is imperative that our partnership continues to grow and thrive. So let's continue to build on this partnership and strengthen our relationships to build a future that will allow for Chicago and China to continue to grow. God bless you. God bless the greatest city in the world, the city of Chicago. Thank you.